Because of the general election 2024, the UPSC Civil Service Preliminary Examination has been postponed to June 16. That means the candidates are going to get almost 3 weeks extra time. So, how to make use of this time productively? Before I go into the time management part, let me just tell you some very basic things about the Civil Service Preliminary Examination. Every year, almost 10,000 people only will clear this exam. But the number of people who are writing, that is more than 10 lakh. That is the importance of this exam. So, to clear this exam, one obviously needs meticulous effort. But many people don't know about this. They feel that since it is the first step, it may be easy, but obviously not. So, what exactly is preliminary examination? Preliminary examination consists of 2 papers. The paper 1 is general knowledge or general studies. The paper 2 is the aptitude paper. The paper 1 actually is more important because ultimately the score of that is going to determine whether you clear this exam or not. The paper 2 deals with English and maths. So, maths means it includes logical reasoning and other numerical type of questions. Plus, there will be English comprehension questions. There are 80 questions in this paper and one need to score 33% in this paper to be qualified. The mark of this aptitude paper is not being added to the final score. The general studies paper, on the other hand, is the scoring paper for you. This paper has 100 questions which you need to complete in 2 hours time. That means 120 minutes and 100 questions. And the syllabus is, as the name suggests, it includes history of India, geography of India and the world, Indian economy, polity and constitution of India, international relations, then environment, general science, current happenings across the world, etc. So, one thing you need to understand is, for the preliminary general studies, the syllabus is not very specific. Based on the previous question, we can assume the important areas, but technically speaking, the syllabus is just indicative. Now, for the preliminary exam, the pattern of the question is of multiple choice. Every question will have 4 responses which you need to mark. Now, one thing you need to be careful about is there are negative marking. So, for the general studies paper 1, which is the scoring paper, every question carries 2 marks. And every wrong response, there will be a deduction of 1/3 of the total mark. 1/3 of this 2 mark. So, there you have to make a balance. So, I am not going to the number of questions and how much you need to score, etc. right now. But this is the pattern of the exam, and the exam happens in the morning and afternoon. The morning will be general studies paper 1 and the afternoon will be the aptitude paper. So, one question which I would like to address right now is, lot of people, because people believe that this exam is tough, so they study exclusively for this prelim exam. They start their preparation for the prelims exclusively, almost a year ago, continuously attending tests, mastering the art of picking up from the 4 options. Is it a good strategy? If you ask me, I won't say yes, because the preliminary exam, even though it's very important and you have to make it to go to the next level, still, mind you, it's a qualifying examination. So, you just need to make the cutoff. If you score more, it's not going to be helpful because these scores are not going to be added anywhere. Only your score in the next stage, that is the main exam and the personality test after, will be counted for your final ranking. So, you have to make that optimum level of score so that you clear. And another important thing which I want you people to understand is, after the preliminary examination, within 2 weeks the results will be out and you hardly get 2 months or 3 months maximum to write your mains exam. So, however well you prepared for your prelims and however well you score in your prelims, if you didn't do well in your mains, that one attempt is not going to be fruitful. So, people who start preparing have to combine this preparation for prelims as well as preparation for mains together. So, preparing 1 year exclusively to master this art of, choosing from 4 options is not going to be useful. There are other types of candidates as well. They believe that prelims are just, a qualifying thing, as I said earlier. So, they believe that it is the main score which matters. Agreed. So, these people, they keep on taking the writing assignments. They keep on trying with, mains answers. They do writing practices and correcting their answers and things like that. And they give a lot of emphasis on their optional subject in the mains. So, if the exam is in May end or June, these kind of people, they keep on, doing these things till the end of March or April. So, you need all the practices for your mains, no doubt about it. But if you don't devote adequate hours of time or adequate, months for the exclusive preparation of prelims, your chances of clearing it will be extremely less. So, all those efforts for writing a very effective mains is not going to be very useful if you don't clear your prelims. So, ultimately, we have to make a balance. So, when we do the prelim cum main courses for our students, we always make sure that every week students, after they complete that week's portion, they do a half an hour prelim related simulation. That is, they will be writing 20 questions in 30 minutes and a mains writing practice as well, so that they will be ready for both prelims and mains. And in the last 3 to 4 months, one has to exclusively prepare for prelims because the competition is very, very tight. One more thing you have to remember is, for the mains, the syllabus is much more defined and we can really pinpoint and study. And once you have information, you can write quality answers. But prelim, there are a lot of other factors play into consideration, and this process of elimination and taking chances, there are a lot of other mind games and strategies which is involved other than your accumulation of information. So, one, while preparing for long time, has to make a proper balance between prelims and mains, and since there is a lot of overlapping between both the syllabus, one can do it easily. So, make sure that you do both your prelims and mains preparation together. Now, since we have just 2.5 months left, it's time for exclusively looking into prelims. So, how to go about the prelims preparation? I will explain it in the next episode. Thank you.